Hello. This is ASMR Gaming. Sweden. Yes. Once back again. And after a good night's sleep, we should of course not carry weird stuff. Let's carry the wicked dagger because it looks cool. Yes. But we are hungry. And I want to drink a Nordmead as breakfast. Oh yes. And it's actually so that you hear this. You know what is this? Well, it's an actual, it's an non-alcoholic beer. So it's close enough. And where do we find it? Here we have it. Now. I don't know if you hear anything of that, but let's drink it. I'm drinking from a glass, of course. Okay. Let's eat some wolf meat before it all gets stale. Indeed. The thing is, we're going to find that man that gave us the mission. Excuse me. So I don't know where he is. What's the time? 8 a.m. We're probably late for class. Oh well, no can do. It's a beautifully fresh morning, and the sun is shining beautifully outside. Well, outside in Sweden now, it's not as beautiful. Well, of course there is no snow now, and well, the sun isn't shining, but it's very good weather for photography. Let's go and have a little look at the view out here. And we are totally going to pour up some more. I don't know if you can hear the carbon dioxide. That's basically what I wanted you to hear because I think it's a nice sound, but I don't know. Alright. And here we can stand and looking up on ourselves. Well, it's a good view. Skyrim is a very beautiful land. Wow. I really would hope that some future Skyrim would take place in elsewhere. It would be fun. Or no, more Elder of Scrolls, of course. I haven't played the ones before Morrowind, so I don't know if maybe maybe some have taken place in elsewhere. You know, it's very many Elder Scrolls. I mean, some of them are very old. They're from the 90s, the first ones. Yes. Now let's see here. I think that our man is to be located maybe in here. Let's look. Alright. Here we are. And this is not our room.
I care little for idle conversation, but perhaps if you require assistance with summoning, if you would, please also contain your summons to the college grounds.
I see.
The locals do not need to be agitated further by Atronachs roaming their town. The summoning of undead is even less advisable outside the college.
There are many countrysides. Summoning undead is not frowned upon. Khajiit understood that it was.
I sure know. Those archaic policies died out with the Mages Guild, and were never enforced here. Necromancy, as any other type of magic, is a tool to be used. Of course, non-mages may not see it that way, so we don't go around flaunting it.
I see. Interesting. So, are there many countries outside the
Not
college?
within society, no. Many who practice within the School of Conjuration do so on their own, secretly. Thalion is the only one I know who is public about what he does. He was once my teacher here, but left the college years ago.
And pouring up some more. It's good to stay well hydrated, you know. Why did Thalion leave the college exactly?
He didn't like the Archmage. Hated dealing with him. Hated having to answer to him. Thalion said he hated what this place was becoming, so he just left. Arin found a note on his desk, and that was it.
I see.
I understand he settled down in Hjalmarch, and his presence there caused something of a problem.
Interesting. Well, Khajiit doesn't know too much about conjuration.
Until next time.
Indeed. I say that that man was rather nice.
You know, they say knowledge is its own reward.
Ah, that is your focal points have been cleansed.
Yes, they have. I can feel the difference already. But, of course, I'm far more in tune with these sorts of things than most.
I see.
Thank you. I appreciate your assistance.
Okay. Well, may I ask you which the best illusion spells
Oh
are?
my, that's quite a difficult question. Never underestimate the ability to influence others. Whether they're friends or foes, they're almost all susceptible to illusion spells. They can turn the tide of a battle at a moment's notice. There are also spells that help in avoiding conflict altogether. Invisibility is tricky to master, but exceptionally useful.
I see. Well, that would be all, I guess. We are... Oh,
Mirabelle does.
Farah.
I can't wait to see who succeeds Mirabelle. I've no doubt she'll be promoted to Archmage at some point.
everybody's a salesman
Divine
here.
smile on you, friend.
Oh, is this the... Yeah, that's the middle. Natural. So... That old man is still sleeping. Oh wow. What is this? I wonder what that is. So, chems. Arcane enchanting. Fancy. We don't know anyone enchants do we? Fortify stamina. Oh well. A magenta. Fortify stamina. Wow. What do we have? Maybe we should enchant something. Okay. Sword. Colovian. Nordic steel spear. Wicked dagger. Armored fur. Our armored fur. And our armor. I actually want to keep the armor clean. But maybe one should enchant some of our clothing. Bosma enchantment. Fine cloth. Interesting indeed. Mourner's hat. I need to look how we look in different clothes first. Alright. Bandana. Magenta bandana. It looks kind of cool, as we don't need to hurt our poor ears. Now let's see what else. Mourner's hat. That's more of pirate gear. I think we should not be able to. Yeah, we don't use it too often. Let's instead. Well, the Bosmer cape could also be useful to enchant. Now let's see our item. Item, yes. Bandana. And fortify stamina. Alright. Okay, so we can't. We can't. Okay. Can we enchant this one? Fortify stamina. Well, I don't know if I want to enchant that one. Banded iron shield there. Barbarian armor. Let's enchant this barbarian armor with fortified stamina. With a greater sodium. Okay, craft. Yes. Cool. So if we would decide to go all pirate with where is our barbarian armor? There it is. Then we would actually get more stamina. Now, does it show that it's enchanted? It's probably don't. Okay, this is very cold. Let's choose to our very fine clothing of radiant remnant. Alright. Take more of those, it was good.
Restoration is a perfectly Why are my research materials constantly disappearing?
Hard to know. Well, I believe that we should now go to the college to read another book. We need to educate ourselves a bit.
Please don't bother the Archmage unless it's absolutely necessary.
These Aramian clothes goes poorly with the Bosma clothing, I believe. But I do want that bandana. Okay, let's enter.
Here will last you a lifetime.
I see.
It's no secret that the college's reputation in Skyrim is tainted.
Indeed. Archmage's quarters.
I had...
Here
Are
we
you
have
quite
it.
sure we need to be speaking?
is done. I'll cancel. Yes. Alright. And here we are, once again. We should be quiet in the library. Troll slay. Gentleman's Guide to Skyrim. The Halls of Skyrim. Interesting. But firstly, we will read the books we have acquired onto us. But we will put them in a nice pile.
Master Rod?
What do you want?
Now,
The SCUI system
Now.
is more commonly used by librarians across.
okay.
Emriel to index books. So why does the college use its own classification system? This means every new student or visitor to the college has to familiarize themselves with an entirely new library catalog system in order to find
Shadow
anything in the
Book
Arcanium.
of Riddles.
Hundreds of years have gone into assembling this collection. It would take a month just to explain to you how that very question doesn't even make sense.
What do you mean it doesn't make sense? It's a perfectly legitimate question.
I see.
Apprentice, did you just talk back to me?
No, sir.
Good. Now, go away.
Nice. Well, what do we have? Enchanter's Primer. That's good, as we just enchanted the thing. Enchanting was raised to a fine art by the wizards of the Arcane University. Sadly, some of the nuances of these skills were lost when the Imperial City was sacked. Yet we are not without capability. This next will cover only the basics of enchanting. It is but a primer for students of the College of Winterhold. Before a weapon or a bit of armor can be enchanted, the wizard must first learn the enchantment. This is a personal task. Enchantments cannot be easily passed from one mage to another. They must be understood at a primal level. That can only be achieved by destroying an enchanted item and absorbing its nature. I see, that's very interesting. The Arcane Enchanter is specifically designed for this task. Merely place an enchanted item in the device and it will it to relent. The magic will flow into the mage, embalming him with the knowledge of how the enchanted item is formed. The utter destruction of the enchanted item is the unavoidable consequence of this process. Items that already have enchantments cannot be enchanted further, so choose carefully when you enchant a blade or a helmet. Before beginning an enchantment, make sure that you have filled the soul gem. The enchantment will use the soul as a source of power. Place the item and the soul gem on the Arcane Enchanter. Concentrate on the enchantment. The device will meld the two together, enchanting your weapon or armor. Armor enchantments are permanent and do not need to be charged or powered. The reasons for this are not known. Some in the college have postulated that the wearer contributes a small amount of his own energy to keep the armor enchanted. Unless it is just the will of the Magnus that he worked that way. Regardless of the reasons, enchanted armor clothing will never wear out. Weapon enchantments are a different story. They will slowly use up the soul energy in the item until they are depleted. The enchantment remains, but a failed soul gem must be used to recharge the weapon. Perhaps it is the destructive nature of the weapon enchantment that makes it deplete. One intriguing theory is that the soul leaks out to a little at a time into the victim that the weapon harms. As in this enchanter, the reason is immaterial. At first, you will find that your enchantments require a lot of the soul energy. As you become more skilled, you can achieve the same effects with less and less soul energy. So practice your lessons and pay heed to your masters in the magical arts. Interesting indeed. Our non-alcoholic or little alcoholic beer is now also depleted, and as well as the book we read.
I heard from the groundskeeper that some of the students died in a summoning ritual a few years ago.
Oh,
I heard that one from Phineas. He said it happened in the Midden. He also told me a student went missing from the college a few years before that incident.
you're
Some fellow
very
student
long.
pulled a prank on him by stealing his books the night before an exam, and he went looking for them
This
in the
woman
Midden.
is amazingly long.
It's probably just another urban legend.
If you've got
Student,
a problem, go bother one of the instructors.
The detour apprentice.
Are you lost?
I don't think so. Phineas
sir,
said that
I have
Midden
been
is
to the
haunted.
Midden, idiot.
I'm surprised that an
well.
educated scholar in the magical arts like yourself would
I
believe
think the
in
college
such
is due for a
rational
change in
occult
leadership.
nonsense.
You say so.
If you're working on any experiments, please clean up after yourself.
You know, they say knowledge is its own reward. Illusion really is the least appreciated of the schools of magic.
Good point.
Do you have goods for sale? Yes.
If only I could take a look.
Okay, interesting. What do he have here then? All Magica generation, some scrolls. Ooh, and fight shows the path to the current goal. Courage. That's interesting. Fair. Fury. Muffle. Maybe we should buy the Fury spell as well as the Clairvoyance. Ooh, fancy. Well, what could we sell back to this one? Gloves. He doesn't want to pay any for the gloves. Well, maybe we don't have much to sell. Oh well. Well, this will also be the end of this episode.
Just like anywhere else, it's all about who you know.
I
Lucky
hope
for
you have enjoyed it.
You know me.
And, well, ASMR Gaming out. I hope I see you next time. I'm just going to drink up this glass. ASMR Gaming out.